What's up, students? So in this video I'm going to show you how to solve the third question from section 2 asked in your examination. So the question goes, find the roots for the quadratic equation using formula, and you've been given this quadratic equation here. So how do you go about solving this problem? Well, the clue lies in the question itself. It says using formula. This means you have to refer to your formula sheet. Now I'm going to show you where the formula is located on your formula sheet. I don't have the formula sheet with me here, but then I am referring to my website. Yeah, so that's it. So if you take a look at page number 4, it is on page number 4, it says quadratic formula to solve ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0 when a is not equals to 0, which is in fact what makes it a quadratic equation, because the highest power of x is 2. So the roots for this quadratic equation are minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. So I'm going to be using that formula to solve my problem here. Now back to the question asked. Right, so back to the question. So my first step would be to identify my a, b and c value. My a value is in fact the coefficient in front of x square. B value is the coefficient in front of x, and c is just the coefficient. Now, since there is nothing written in front of the x square, it is assumed that it is multiplied by 1, because x square times 1 will give you x square. Hence my a equals to 1. This will not be in every case. You could be asked you could be given a different question in your examination. You must be able to identify the value of a. My b here is the coefficient of x. Over here in this case it is 5, so my b is 5. And c is the only number which is in the equation with no variable part of it, with no variable written against it. So that's the single one here. So my c is 1. Now to find the roots for the quadratic equation. So we're writing the formula down again. Now you see this sign over here, it says plus and minus. Now don't get confused over here. It basically means the roots are minus b plus under root of b square minus 4c by 2a, and minus b minus under root of b square minus 4c over 2a. So one root has a plus sign, the second root has a minus sign in the formula. So the next step is just a matter of substituting the values. So my b value is 5, minus goes as it is, so that's minus 5 plus b square again is 5, minus 4 times a is 1, c is 1, divided by 2 times 1. And I have done the same thing on this side, minus 5 times 5 square minus 4 times 1 times 1, sorry about this mistake here, over 2 times 1. Now it is just a now we get our best friend in mathematics, the calculator, out to solve the rest of the problem. So I'm going to show you a shortcut method to find both the roots in just one step. I had to write these steps down just to show you what's going on here. So turning the calculator on. Now my equation that I need to type in is minus 5 plus root of 5 square minus 4 times 1 divided by 2 times 1. Now see how I type it in my calculator. So open a bracket, because I have here a numerator and a denominator. So I'm going to type in the numerator part first. So open bracket, minus 5 plus under root of 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 1 out of the bracket, close it, divided by, open another bracket, 2 times 1 and then close bracket. Now I'm going to explain to you why I have used these brackets, because there could be problems where you have different values for a and c or b. So you can literally substitute them numbers over here in this method, and and when I press my equal to sign, it is going to reveal me my first root, which is 0.208. I have rounded it up to 0.21. Always remember your answers need to be written only in 2 decimal places. Now here comes the good bit. In order to find the second root, now what I can do is, all I need to do is just change the sign here from plus to minus. Be careful when you're typing, don't press the AC button, it is going to clear the entire equation. So just remember to press the delete button. So let me check the rest of my equation if it's alright. Yes, it is. I press the equal to sign and I get my second root, which is minus 4.79, and I'm going to write them roots down over here nice and neatly. Root 1 is minus 4.79, root 2 is minus 0.21, and hence the problem solved. Good luck. Now for the marking scheme, if you are able to identify the values of A, B and C, you will achieve 1 mark. In order to note down the correct formula that you will use from your formula sheet, you will get another mark. And once you have noted the formula, in order to calculate the 2 roots, if you are able to do this step, you get another mark. That's the third mark. And in order to when you have identified the formula and derived or calculated the right answers or the right roots, you get 1 mark each, giving you a total of 5 marks in total.